Hello and welcome to GC360, where news comes full circle. I'm Danny Tewell.
And I'm Mary Ross Murphy, bringing you news from the Georgia College campus all across the Milledgeville community. Coming up on GC360.
With the accused rapist still being behind bars, we have information about an alleged victim of a campus sexual assault.
And then, a young climate activist pays a visit to the Georgia College campus.
And counting down to finals. Throughout the show, we will be checking in with reporter Carolyn McDuffie, who is live at the Learning Center. GC360 has confirmed that the alleged victim in a reported sexual assault on Georgia College campus in February was in fact a former student. Jarvis Javion Lawrence has been indicted on 6 felony accounts, including rape and kidnapping, and is being held in the Baldwin County Jail as he awaits his arraignment. It is unclear when the arraignment will take place. University records show that the alleged victim named in Lawrence's indictment was last attended GC in the spring of 2016. The Colonnade was the first to report that the alleged victim was a former student. GC360's policy is not to release the names of sexual assault victims unless they voluntarily come forward. When the assault was first reported, the university issued a statement saying the alleged victim wasn't a GC student, leading many to believe that she had no ties to the university.
The Sustainability Fee program held a campus-wide event covering the pressing issues of the environment. GC360 reporter Brandon Johnston has more on the crucial conversation.
Georgia College's front campus was home to a special event presented by the Sustainability Fee program, where the Earth and its ever-changing climate were the topic. Students displayed posters adorned with troves of research and findings on climate change, and volunteers dispersed free, reusable water bottles to encourage movement away from disposable plastic bottles. However, the highlight of the gathering was a speech given by the event's guest of honor, Chustica Martinez, a 16-year-old climate change activist and hip-hop artist.
Well, my name is Shutez Scott, and that might take you a minute to wrap your head around. But I'm 16, I'm a climate activist, I'm the youth director of an organization called Earth Guardians.
Despite his age, Martinez boasts an impressive list of accomplishments. At the age of 6, he began to attend public speaking events, where he openly discussed global environmental issues. Not long after, he found himself speaking before the United Nations in New York.
I shouldn't be here telling my elected officials how to do their job. You know, like as like a little kid, I should be out in the parks playing, but because of you guys' failure to protect me from these chemicals, I have to come here and tell you how to do your job.
Martinez is well-traveled, having been to several different countries to see how the planet has been affected by environmental factors, such as rising sea levels and increasing temperatures. The biggest fight Martinez faces is on the home front, as he spoke of government negligence towards problematic events such as the Standing Rock protests. He was very critical of the current policies on climate by the Trump administration.
Everything that Trump does, dismantle environmental laws, dismantle different laws that help regulate fossil fuel companies, or different laws that dismantle laws that are protecting our climate, or talking about things like pulling out of the Paris Climate Agreement. All of that is evidence in our lawsuit that they are failing us.
Martinez ended his speech with a few verses he wrote himself, demonstrating his use of hip-hop as a platform to spread his message across the world.
We march in the streets, silence overpowers the noise, don't let your greatness die within you. Chain me to these pipelines, black lives, indigenous rights, connected lifelines. We break free from your suffering, don't let it change you. Leave it in the past, know that stronger is all that made you. Nothing they can do can stop the waves that we've been making. It's the roots of revolution, it's the power that we're taking. Thank you.
The program ended with a group picture, immortalizing students, faculty, and supporters alike in a freeze frame of hope towards a better future for our planet. For GC360, this is Brandon Johnston.
All right, everybody say environmental protection!
Every year, the Ball Film Festival features different short films created by filmmakers across Georgia University. GC360 reporter Tristan Watson has more on this year's special premieres.
The state of Georgia is home to bright minds and limitless potential when it comes to filmmakers. And that is what the crowd came to see at the annual Bald Short Film Festival at the A&S Auditorium. Here are some of the winners. The short film Little Sticker won an overall for Best Short category. The film told a story on how to accept losing someone close as the couple recovered from the loss of their own daughter. Best Documentary, Michael Davenport, The Armless Artist, follows one of Athens' favorite painters who does all of his work using only his mouth. Foul Play, winner for Best Animation, gave the crowd a good taste of dark humor as the chicken is faced with the hard-boiled reality of being, well, a chicken. The Alpha Lambda Delta Honor Society hosted the festival, which was open to students from universities across Georgia. Organizer Joe Windisch notes that the festival is one of the first of its kind in the state.
BALD started when Karen Bendersky, Dr. Karen Bendersky, and Dr. Julia Metzger were co-advisors for Alpha Lambda Delta 13 years ago, nearly 14 years ago. And they started wanted to do a short film festival. At that time, we were not aware of any other juried college film festival in Georgia. And so we believed and we said we were the first juried film festival for college in Georgia.
Windisch can't deny that he is excited to see how far submissions have come over the years since the BALD has started.
The works were far less technically proficient. This year we gave the award for best concept, and there were great concepts, and there were great ideas, and there were wonderful projects that were done, and some were really good, but there were far fewer film programs, and the camera equipment, all the equipment and everything that there was available at the time. So the technical proficiency of the films has gotten incredibly better year after year, and most recently, every single year you see more submissions that are of a higher quality.
For GC360, I'm Tristan Watson.
We have some good stories coming up after the break, including a new way for local artists to get involved.
And later, is there any better way to support your local musicians than a concert in Blackbird? WGUR 95.3 did just that. Find out after the break.
WGUR The Noise is a proud sponsor of GC360. You can listen to Georgia College's student-run radio station anytime on 95.3 FM. Students can get involved in any department, whether it's broadcasting, public relations, advertising, production, or station management. Students can serve as volunteer DJs, practicum students, and WGUR executive staff. If you're looking to get involved with WGUR, please email WGUR's executive staff at wgur.sponsorships@gmail.com or visit our website at gcsuradio.com.
If you want to be a parent, it doesn't matter how you play, what you wear, how you dance, or even what direction life takes you. You just need to be there. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care don't need perfection. They just need you.
My new mom and I have a lot in common.
The great outside.
We both love the outdoors.
So shiny.
That's not a flower. We both love geology.
Oh, look. An igneous one.
That's not a rock. And she knows a lot about wildlife.
A labradoodle.
That's not a dog. Hanging out has been kind of fun.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
And now we're going to toss it to reporter Carolyn McDuffie, who is live in the Learning Center speaking to students about everyone's favorite part of the semester, finals. What's going on over there, Carolyn?
This is Carolyn McDuffie reporting live for GC360 News. We are here in the library in the midst of studying for finals week. Here we have a Georgia College student who has been studying, getting ready for her finals. Could you please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your major and what you may be studying?
I'm Cameron Schulte. I'm a mass communications major, and I'm working on some final projects.
Awesome. And has it been a stressful final semester for you, or how has it been?
It sure has. I just have a lot of projects that are due at one time and studying for tests and stuff like that.
Absolutely. Good luck, Cameron. Thank you so much for stopping by. Next we have another GC student here. This is Lucy Long. Lucy, could you tell us a little bit about your major and things that you've been studying for?
Yeah, I am a sophomore middle grades education major, and currently I've just kind of been wrapping up everything to get ready to go into the cohort this fall. So that's really good.
Awesome. And has it been stressful or has it been easy?
It's been stressful because I have to get everything done or I lose my spot in the cohort, which I've worked really hard for. So it's just making sure I don't forget anything.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Lucy. And we have one more student here today, Miss Taylor. If you'll tell us a little bit about yourself and about your major as well.
My name is Taylor Purdy, and I'm a freshman marketing major.
Awesome. And what finals have you been studying for, and how have you studied for those?
I have a lot of projects, especially in my computer science class, so I've been working with my partner on that and just doing a lot of homework and online stuff for that.
Awesome, Taylor. And is there anything that you've done to kind of relax or kind of relieve some stress this week?
I've had a lot of coffee to keep me going, and I've cried a few times.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being with us, Taylor. We'll continue to interview a few students here at the Learning Center. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you for that insight, Carolyn. We'll come back to you shortly for another update. A GC student has developed a new way for artists to express their creativity in Milledgeville. This event is no talent show, but a place for open and honest to be honest with yourself and others. GC360's Savvy Hames has more on the spirited event.
Art is more than performing in a play or staging a programmed event, where artists are told what to say or how to express a certain emotion. An artist cannot be confined to these conditions, which is why Luke Travis created Muse. Muse is an open platform where all have the opportunity to perform the art they wish to share. The space Travis creates for Muse allows many art forms to take place, which is why every show is different from the last.
Muse is a collection of 4-minute performances of all different kinds of artists, whether it be poets or playwrights or comedians, whatever have you. Really, it's a place where local artists can come.
I found this origami bird. Vulnerability is the key to Muse. Artists have the freedom to release their emotions to their audience without any judgments. Here's how it works. Artists are allotted 4 minutes to sing or even rap to convey how they have felt in the past or are currently feeling about any topic that motivates them to share.
There's definitely places to showcase your art here. There's tons of clubs and outlets, but I think Muse is something that's a safe, small space for people to get together and just share.
Performances are filled with many emotions. Some performances are filled with resentment and anger, and others are lighthearted and include comical songs about life's daily annoyances. Muse is held in the Nest of Blackbird on every 4th Tuesday of the month. To perform in Muse, contact Luke Travis at lucastravis@bobcatsgcsu.edu. Reporting for GC360, I'm Sabby Hames.
Want to find out how to support your local musicians? WGUR 95.3 found one of the best ways possible. Releasing a CD full of local talent, reporter Sabby Hames got the full story.
Local artists from all over Milledgeville gathered in the Nest of Blackbird to showcase their music on April 10th. WGUR Georgia College's radio station hosted the event known as The Noise, a concert featuring local artists. Admission was free, and anyone that attended was welcome to a free CD featuring the local artist. Some of the artists included Reed Brackett, Sean Williams, Caitlin Brock, Nutri, and Ron Harris. Harris currently released his own mixtape and performed some of the songs live. The night also included a raffle and a revealing of the new WGUR t-shirt design. Georgia College student Ryan Price says the event gave artists a chance to get their stuff out and gave everyone else a chance to hear really great music for free. The mixtape release party, The Noise, concluded with CD distribution, coffee, and laughs. Reporting for GC360, I'm Savvy Hames.
Sports reporter Meredith Lawrence will have a sports recap after the break. Stay tuned for updates on two of your favorite sports, baseball and softball.
What if you could invest in the future of kids, like a stock? Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change. A whole new kind of investment called Better Futures. When you invest, it helps kids go to college. Believe in us, invest in us, watch us grow.
My name is Sydney, and I'm your dividend.
It's good.
Homemade noodles. Oh. Marty, stop it. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. It reminds me, I've been thinking maybe we should try a new form of birth control. I heard about this one, it's called the IUD, intrauterine device. Or we could try the patch on your arm. Actually, I think that one goes on your butt.
Bedsider.org has birth control information and a lot more. And it's...
What do you think then? Arm or the butt?
We cannot be bystanders.
We can stop to make sure someone is okay.
We can warn someone when their drink isn't safe.
And disrupt the situation.
We can.
Get someone a cab.
Or walk them home safely.
We can make campuses safer for our friends.
Our roommates.
Our classmates. Our fellow human beings.
We cannot be bystanders.
We can.
Intervene.
It's on us. All of us.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Hey y'all, I'm Meredith here to bring you our last regular sports segment of the semester. As finals are drawing near, so are the closing games for our regular season spring sports. Georgia College held the Peach Belt Conference's softball tournament last weekend. Also over the weekend, the baseball team had major wins against Georgia Southwestern. Let's get your softball recap. The Georgia College softball team's season is over following a 9-3 loss to Young Harris in the Peach Belt tournament last weekend at Georgia College. But the team has plenty to be happy about. The Bobcats finished with the 30-19 record and an overall slugging percentage of .407. They had a total of 15 home runs this season, including in their postseason game. The team received multiple awards, including one from the NCAA for the region, as well as the Peach Belt and Georgia College Athlete of the Week awards. The Bobcats came in 9th in the Southeast Regional rankings by the NCAA behind Flagler College. Can they improve upon that? We'll have to wait and find out until next year. The Georgia College baseball Bobcats are finishing their regular season on a high note. The squad boasts a 30-11 overall record and 16-9 in conference play in Jason Eller's first year as coach. The team will finish out their regular season this weekend against Auburn Montgomery. The Bobcats have hit a total of 55 home runs this season and posted an average slugging percentage of .559. This past weekend, the Bobcats swept the Georgia Southwestern Hurricanes in the last two games of their series after losing the first game on Friday night. Georgia College baseball has also been listed as number 22 in the nation for college baseball, which is a major feat for a Division II school. The players themselves have not only received awards like Bobcat Athlete of the Week, but they have also been given some major distinctions from the Peach Belt Conference as well. The Bobcats will be away in action for their last few regular season games against Auburn Montgomery. And that's it for sports. Thanks for listening. I'm going to throw it back to Danny and Mary Ross. Let's see what they have left for us. Before we end today, our TV reviewer Madison has her final review on How I Met Your Mother. After the break, she'll tell us all about it.
Thank you, dear. Well, you're very supple, just like I was at your age. Back then, I was a sex expert. Used to call me the buttered biscuit. I know about birth control, too. So you can ask me anything, baby.
Bedsider.org has birth control information and a lot more. And it's...
Have you had sex in this car yet?
I think someone at my friend's school has this thing called autism. My friend's brother's son has autism. My neighbor's son has autism. My son has autism.
Autism is getting closer to home. Today, 1 in 68 children is diagnosed with autism. That's about a 30% increase in 2 years. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
And now we are going to go to Madison, our TV reviewer, for her opinion on How I Met Your Mother. What do you have for us, Madison?
Hey y'all, I'm Madison, and I'm here to bring you all things Netflix. This week we are going to talk about one of my personal favorites, How I Met Your Mother. To start off, I want to tell you a little about the characters. The show follows 5 people. Ted Mosby is played by Josh Radnor, and he's the main character. He sort of explains the show as he explains the show kind of goes on as he explains to his children the story of how he met their mother. The whole show is based on Ted's memories and how he found love. The other characters in the show include Robin, who is Ted's on-again and off-again girlfriend, Marshall and Barney, who are best friends, and Lily, played by Allison Hannigan. Allison Hannigan has appeared in many films such as the American Pie series and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. An interesting fact about Allison is that she was raised right here in Georgia. The show begins with the story of how Ted's longtime best friend decides to get married. Ted quickly realizes that if he too ever wants the kind of happiness that Marshall has, he better get a move on the dating scene. Ted takes it a little too far, and he becomes a little desperate at times and makes some very wrong yet humorous choices. The show follows Ted's memories and stories over the course of a few years. And as you watch the characters fall in love, hate, laugh, cry, as they try to figure out how to make it in New York City. The show ran from 2005 to 2014 and is narrated by Bob Saget. How I Met Your Mother got an 8.4 out of 10 on IMDb, but I personally think that it deserves a higher rating. Make sure to check out the show now on Netflix. That's all I have for you this week. I hope you take my advice and check out some of these shows over the summer. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Madison Schomburger. Let's head to the desk to see what Danny and Mary Ross have left for us.
Let's check back in with Carolyn and see how things are going with finals. What have you found out, Carolyn?
This is Carolyn McDuffie reporting live from the college. We have students that are getting ready for finals and studying in different ways. Here we have Ray. Could you tell us a little bit about your major and what you're studying?
I'm a marketing major, and so I'm just doing core classes right now. So.
Absolutely. And how are you studying? What kind of tools are you using? Are you spending a lot of time in the library? Are you spending time at home?
Lots of time at home because of Netflix, and I use flashcards and Quizlet mostly.
Is the subject that you're especially studying hard for?
Literature.
Absolutely. Could you tell us a little bit about your name and your major and how you've been studying this semester?
My name is Roma. I'm a sophomore. I'm a public health major, and how I'm studying is I have lots of papers and presentations coming up, so I've been writing the papers and just trying to get along with the presentations and hope that they go well. So
awesome. And are you more an auditory learner? Is it better for you to write? How do you study?
I'm a visual learner, so same thing as reading like Quizlets, flashcards, but also like copying function better.
And is there a favorite study spot that you have on campus?
The library. I've really fallen in love with the third floor because it's very quiet and
is there a class or subject that you've been studying especially hard for?
Yes, I have a research methods class that is killer. History final is 35% of my grade, so just trying to, do really well on that one.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And we have one more student to interview. James, could you tell us a little bit about your major and how you've been studying and getting ready for finals?
So I'm a sociology major, and a lot of my stuff is based and research-based, so I've been doing a lot of research papers. And
Absolutely. Where have you been spending most of your study?
I'm definitely in the library. Find a table and spend hours studying.
Cool. And do you study better alone or with a group?
Usually with a group, sometimes a little distracting with a break from studying.
Absolutely. And is there any other favorite student on campus, maybe on Central Campus?
Blackbird. Underneath Blackbirds, it gets really quiet. It's good to study there.
Absolutely. And any other study tips that you may have for underclassmen coming in?
Quizlet. Quizlet's the way to go. Quizlet and coffee.
Absolutely. That's all that we have here. Please tune in. Later on, we might have some more students here in the library with us. Back to you at the desk.
So, your first year taking finals, how's that going to go for you?
I'm a little nervous. I mean, I took them last semester, so at least I kind of know what to expect. But yeah,
this is it. The final finals.
Yeah, this is actually the first semester that I have to write a paper for a final. In one of my classes, I have a paper and a final. So, yeah.
Do you have to do it like the paper in the final, like when you go take the final, or do you have to just submit it before?
You submit it before, and then there's like a test portion too with
okay,
it.
wow.
So unfortunately, I have both. Yeah.
I literally have a final on Friday at 6 p.m. So I will
gosh,
be studying
so
all
late.
week long. But
I have one,
as soon as it's done, it'll be so nice.
Yeah,
so.
I have one Friday at 8 a.m. So at least it's early.
Yeah.
That's it for news here at GC360. When we're not on air, we keep you up to date on our social media pages and our website, gc360news.com. I'm Mary Ross Murphy.
And I'm Danny Terwell, always available to you, GC360, where news comes full circle. Next week, we'll have a special final show of the semester, a live panel discussion program on issues facing the Milledgeville community. We'll be coming to you on Tuesday at 4 p.m. Don't miss it. So long until then.